Hey, I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after.
All right, Coach. U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Minnesota Vikings. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
First carry now for Nick Chubb. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Chubb on the counter. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 89 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
No gain on the play there, second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And this is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A run here with Dearness Johnson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
180!
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
It's 4. Who's getting 4? Check in 4. 180!
Check. 40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine. Check pass. Check pass.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
First down, here's the run with Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Alert 33. SOS. SOS. SOS.
Slam.
Topper.
From the 44, Mayfield. And Diggs has it.
Mayfield's pass complete to Stephon Diggs. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Check 9.
Check 31. Check 31.
Up.
Check.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Switch. Time go. Greystone, travel. Alert.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now, post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
Hey, he was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Mine's 50. All right, T, let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he fires one incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Hey! He's coming in motion. Hey! Mike's 50.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Johnson. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. He finds Beckham complete. A gain of 22.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Lamar Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Not today. 25. Real. Check 25. And 58 is a mic. Go 55.
Now Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Kill. 58, boy, 58. 58 is Mike. Here we go. Alert. Watch the whip. Check hot route. Hot. Hey, alert. 58, right over there. Yeah.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
It's 4th down.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Here we go. Under 10. 10. Recon, 132.5. I got it.
From the 30 on second down, Mayfield. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, second down.
Regular. 61, matchbox, Mike.
2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, 40's Mike, right there. Hurry. Pick it up. Regular.
From the 39, Mayfield. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
17 yards, first down, Vikings. Here's Madison running on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
50 to Mike. Here we go. Hurry. Point it right. Mike 50.
From the 39, Mayfield. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. On first down, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Single receiver.
The 23-yard line.
Mike 50. Point it right. Alert 3, alert 3.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Mayfield to throw it. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Yo, check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Bang, 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 bang. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, 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 twist.
Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Watch screen. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Check safety, check safety.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point good by Prater. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And again, it's Chubb. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Now Jackson. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. First target, first catch, and a first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Browns 21, Vikings 7.
On the double. Check, Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he's going to wind up and air it out. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Austin Seibert now for the Browns field goal. Seibert's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Mayfield down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield looks to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They go play action with Jackson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Come on, man, let's go!
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a run with Cobb. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. To throw, Mayfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Hey, ready? Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Rip right.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Browns, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week.